into week 2 of the high school football season.
Teams looking to show week 1 was no fluke. WPBF 25 Football Friday coming right into your living room.
The area's best teams and our play of the week, and it all starts right now. Week 2 of the high school football season has arrived. Shayne right here, along with Yianni Kourakis. Yianni, time to find out if what we saw from teams in week 1 carries over to week 2.
Some teams happy with their week 1 performance, while others went back into the lab to get better for week 2.
And that brings us to our game of the week. Wellington at Martin County. Always a tough place to play. Two teams that love what they saw in week 1 after blowout victories there.
Let's go to the action. To Tigerland we go. Always a great crowd at Martin County. Both teams coming off wins of 25-plus points last week. Scoreless first quarter. Cobras playing some good defense. Quarterback Terrence Roberts pokes the ball loose. Zach Favors there on the recovery, but the Tigers' defense was on point all night. Ryan Anthony finding trouble getting comfortable in the pocket. Alexander McPherson on the big sack. Tigers cash in. Jaden Vega finding his favorite target, Denzel Alexander, in the end zone. Martin County takes the 7-0 lead, but Denzel isn't done, putting on an Oscar performance. This touchdown coming from Paul Boisfort. Suddenly it's 14-0 Tigers. Martin County kept pouring it on. Vega to Eddie Torres in the end zone. Ball pops loose, but he had possession. That's another score. Vega with 5 touchdown passes on the night, and he's only a sophomore. Martin County with a statement win, a blowout win over Wellington, 42-7.
How about Cardinal Newman, fresh off a big win at Pahokee, visiting American Heritage Del Rey. Will pick things up in the second half. Newman in full control here. Stallions trying to get something going, but Josh Ramos scrambles here for the first down. Not too shabby to move the chains, but the Crusaders stop the drive, and then Luke Warnock swings it out to Chris Presto. Gonna break a few tackles here. Goes all the way down the sidelines and scores to make it 42-0. Cardinal Newman, another big win. Watch out for them this year over American Heritage, 42-0.
Wow, nice win there. Out to the muck, Pahokee hosting Benjamin in matchup of 2 playoff hopefuls. This was a good game. First pass of the game from Benjamin, tipped at the line, intercepted by the Blue Devils' Janoris Wilcher. Ensuing possession, Wilcher cashes in on his own turnover by running it in. That's what we call a two-way player. Pahokee up 6-0. Bucks step up their defense. Austin Simmons loses the football. Adam Balognali grabs it out of the air, and he's off to the races. Nothing but green grass. Pick 6. Bucks take the 10-6 lead, but there's not 1, but 2 pick 6s for the Bucks. This time, Daryl Sweeting jumps the route. He's gone the other way. At this point, you think Benjamin's going to run away with the game. Still doing it on offense. Joseph Allen up top to Micah Mays for the touchdown to make it a 24-6 game. But Shayne, the Blue Devils storm all the way back. How about that? Pahokee wins it 36-31.
What a game. After just 1 win last season, Santa Lucia is already equaling that total with the win over Inlet Grove last week.
The task a little bit tougher this week, though, with Boynton Beach coming to Lantana.
Yeah, Tigers put a thrashing on Forest Hill in week 1, 40-6. But guess what? It was the Chiefs up 14-7 here in the fourth, and looking to add to it. Will Pritchard, little pump fake, and then hits Chase Hanning. And watch the Boynton defense chase. But they're not going to catch him. A 48-yard touchdown conversion gives St. Lucia's a 22-7 lead. Boynton running out of time, fourth quarter. Tyrone Smith under center, drops back looking for Mark Artsland, makes a catch, big first down for the Tigers. A few plays later, though, Smith drops back, and Smith is going to go down. He's swarmed by the Chiefs defense and sacked. And then on 4th down, Santa Lucia's again cranks up the defense. Kendrick Burley says there will be no comeback tonight. Chiefs move to 2-0 after that 22-7 win.
Wow, that's a good victory over Boynton. A couple of 1-0 teams, Lake Worth at West Boca. These teams combined for just 3 wins last season, hoping for more this year. Second quarter, West Boca down 12-6. Mason Mallory swings it out to Zach Walls. He's got some blocks and makes a juke. His teammates all pumped up for the touchdown, but come on, we got a camera there. Get out of the way, guys. That ties the game at 12. Moments later, Lake Worth trying to punt. It's blocked. Ball in the air. Malik Joseph comes down with it. That's a turnover. Bulls hang on for the win, 33-14. to 18.
Back to the muck we go. Glades Day hosting John Carroll. Pretty good team this year. Rams fully in control here. First half, Johnny Ranieri toking a rock and taking it in for the Rams touchdown as they go up 34-0. And on the ensuing kickoff, Glades Day returning it, but they're going to cough it up. John Carroll scoops it up. That's Zanny Miller. Scoops and scores. Rams looking for more, and the Rams would find it. They punch it in again. Jax Van bullies it in, and then check out Johnny Ranieri here, keeping his legs moving here on the run.
Keeps going.
That's some real football right there. John Carroll wins big, 55-0.
Jupiter hosting Park Vista. Both teams coming off losses in week 1. Warriors defense stout all night. Already pitching a shutout in the second half of 12-0. Ryan Senecal forces the fumble. Steven Osburst there to recover it and stymie another Cobras drive. Park Vista comes up with a big play of their own on defense. Warriors looking end zone. Devin Connolly is there with the interception in the end zone to keep it a 2-score game, but Jupiter puts them away for good in the fourth. Carter Simonson, tough running. He finds the end zone to cap it off. Warriors win 18-6 to give new head coach Jason Cradman his first win leading that program.
All right, still a lot to get to coming up after the break. Palm Beach Gardens with a tough test at Vero Beach. Would they pass? Plus more from the Treasure Coast when WPBF 25 Football Friday returns. All right, welcome back to Football Friday as we head north of Vero Beach where the Indians were hosting a Palm Beach Gardens team feeling pretty good about themselves right now.
Yeah, the Gators went to Atlantic and left with a 1-point win last week. Another big challenge this week at one of the best programs in the state, and the Indians not messing around, showing their pedigree early and often. Tyler Aronson, who transferred from Benjamin, he hits Vidarius Jacobs on this slant. And check out the Florida State commit spinning out of the tackle, turns on the Jets. That's a 25-yard touchdown. Indian strike first. On to the second quarter now. Same score, but not for long. Aronson going right back to his 3-star wide receiver. Have some. The Gators leave Jacobs wide open. A 51-yard touchdown catch for Jacobs. Vero in complete control of this one. And in the fourth, Gardens still not on board. Tyrone Johnson takes the handoff, but watch Elijah Anderson call Tyrone a huge hit. Ball comes out. Anderson's going to scoop and score. Vero Beach, no issues with the Gators tonight, 34-0.
Fort Pierce Westwood coming off their first win in over a year, playing at South Fork tonight. We're going to pick things up here in the third quarter. The South Fork defense with the pressure here on the quarterback. Watch the pass. It's going to be tipped in. James Henry says, Ma, look what I found. Comes up with the pick for the Fork defense, and he picks up some extra yardage as well before being taken down. This game pretty low scoring. The Dogs cling to an 8-6 lead. Panthers trying to get something going here. Todd Jackson back to pass. That's tipped and picked off by Luke Lockbaum. Fort Pierce Westwood would complete the comeback. They win it 12-8. How about that?
St. John Paul II still looking for their first points of the season. Would they get them tonight at St. Andrews? Second quarter, trouble with the snap. Dom Deering is there to jump on it. Scott's deep in St. John Paul territory, and they make it count. Jacob Cashin up top to Teddy Hoffman. Great touchdown grab. St. Andrews all over St. John Paul II tonight, 57-7.
Jupiter Christian put 54 points up in their week 1 win. Inlet Grove hoping to slow down their offense tonight. Hurricanes with a little offense of their own, though. Up 6-0 in the first. Legend Pelican rolls out and finds a wide open Tareeman Lott, and Lott has a lot of room. Breaks a few tackles before ending up in the end zone. Inlet up 12-0. Later in the first, Keon Johnson on the punt return for the Hurricanes, and Johnson, watch this, he's going to pick up a couple blocks. I thought I was going to get hit right here, Yianni.
Oh.
But he cut back inside, has a convoy. He's going to score. 18-0 Inland Grove lead. Before the half, Jupiter Christian back to punt. A few guys just forget to block. The punter is swarmed, and then the punt is blocked by Johnny Herron. Recovered deep in Jupiter Christian territory. From there, Kawan Perkins runs it in from a few yards out. One of the Hurricanes coaches, Yianni, told me, people need to put some respect on Inlet Grove this season. Will do, sir.
All right.
37-14.
We got you, Rashad Jackson. Okeechobee trying to avenge a 48-6 loss to Fort Pierce Central last year. Midway through the second, Central up 14-0. Okeechobee back to receive. Putt is muffed. Daniel Moye with the recovery for the Cobras. You can't say we don't show love for kickers on Football Friday, our WPBF 25.
No, we got to show the kickers some
Patterson,
love.
Special teams matter, sets it up and kicks it through the uprights. Cobras up 17-0, just under 4 minutes to go before the half. Later in the second, Okeechobee looking to get on board. Leonidas Castellanos gets the rock and knows what to do with it. Our photog thought that train was rumbling straight to the camera, but he cuts on a dime and scores. Central cruises to the easy victory, 31-7.
It is time for our play of the week. Benjamin with 2 pick sixes in their game with Pahokee. This one from Daryl Sweeting, who takes it the other way. Great instinctive play by Sweeting as Pahokee rallying to the win, 36-31.
All right, to the scoreboard. Treasure Coast in a battle at Jesuit, 14-13. Jesuit wins.
Palm Beach Central going down the road to Lakewood. At last check, the Broncos were up 21-7 in the third.
A lightning delay there. Spanish River with all types of problems getting shut out against Hollywood Hills, 24-0.
And a happy bus ride back to Boca. The Bobcats beat Key West 37-0.
And Centennial on the road, but falls to Dealin 40-22.
Some good performances tonight. Coming up next week, the very first brand new WPBF Football Friday top 10 teams. We got to get in the lab, man. We got to figure out there's some good teams out there, and we'll see who makes that top 10 list.
Looking forward to that and all these highlights, of course, right now on WPBF.com.
See you next week.